if it's free, you are the product.
Okay.
So I think you can use that with social media. It's good that you deleted that. If anything is free and TikTok is free, then you got to realize like they got to monetize it in some way. And the way that they monetize it is your attention span, is your mind is taken away. You're draining you when you open. You go through that black hole. You're looking at all these products. You're getting stupider. You're becoming mindless. You are becoming the product. So like everybody who's on social media right now, which is everybody watching this, you got to realize that the richest people in the world, they don't use social media for fun. They don't use it to go in a black hole. They use it for market research. Even if like rich people have TikTok once in a while, to see what's trending, what you can do, how to utilize it. Every time I'm around millionaires, they're like, okay, what's popping right now? What's the real thing? How did he get this? How did this podcast work? You always try to figure out how someone got to that point. If you're just on there scrolling like a drone, you're going to be part of the system. You're just going to
Biggie famously said, don't get high on your own supply. And if you're a TikTok creator, this is why it's so important to like kind of outsource that.
Yeah.
Like you want to have someone else do it for you. Like I have someone that like does TikToks and they do it on another device, on their own stuff, whatever, and I don't have to worry about it. So that way it kind of keeps you off of the app so that you don't have to worry about like actually posting content and, you know, getting into the black hole, because like that's what they're paying for. That's what social media is. Can we get your attention, right? And that's what they're really competing for, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, LOL, or Instagram, right? Like they're competing for, Meta now. Like they're competing for your attention. That's why, like, you know, YouTube, they'll push you, if your watch time is high, they push you more into the algorithm because they want you to keep people on. Instagram, do people engage with your posts? Do they swipe left? Do they watch the videos? Then they're gonna keep, push you more to the discover page. Same thing with TikTok. The more people you get like watching and scrolling through your videos, the more engagement you're able to get. Boom, we're gonna put you at the top. So it's all an attention economy, and just like you said, if it's free,
attention
that's
is the
the
new oil.
goal. Yeah,
like Alex Hormozi says.
That's what it is, absolutely. And in today's day and age, people have a shorter attention span than they ever did. You know what I mean? Low. It's like literally like, because I'm 33, so I'm like old enough to remember what it was like where you, before social media, before text messaging and everything, where you had to actually like call someone or like, you know, had to dial or whatever, or dial up internet. Yeah. But nowadays it's like instant gratification, so. Yeah, kids don't go outside anymore.
Man, you see that, bro, they eat with their iPad in front of them, they brush their teeth with the iPad in front of them. Yeah. It's like it's their.
Or when you see a kid crying nowadays, the parent in public just shoves the iPad in their face until they shut up. It's like giving a kid a cigarette so that they can stop.
I agree, because now they're upset in their mind. The kid is upset. So what does the parent do? Teaches the kid that they should distract themselves when they're upset with the iPad. So then when they get older, as they're upset about anything in life, they seek these distractions. They seek, let's say they have an issue, that instead of dealing with the issue or thinking it through or taking any of the rightful actions that you would do to resolve the situation, they'll open some entertainment, Netflix, TikTok, social media, whatever, porn, any of the above, and
we live in what I call the on-demand era now, because it used to be, if you wanted to watch your favorite show, you had to wait a week. If it's a TV series, whatever, right? You had to watch television. You had to depend on that and then wait through the commercials. Nowadays, it's you can stream whatever you want, whenever you want, and you can watch it as long as you want.
Even food. Yeah. To your doorstep, same
Uber Eats, right? You can get someone to come and pick you up. You can get someone to deliver you food. You can watch TV as much as you want, and you can watch all your stuff and binge watch it. Like, all of this stuff is like fairly new within the past decade.
You can use it to your benefit, because like one thing about our generation, you can realize that we're not gonna be away from our phone. We're never gonna plug it back in. We're gonna have our smartphones everywhere all the time, and you can curate your feed to be positive content. I really like Twitter now, because everybody that I follow, a lot of them are like independent journalists. There's good discussions back and forth. People that I follow are interesting and always trying to say something funny or talk about current events. It's a great place to get news after Elon Musk got in charge. But even the people that I watch on YouTube or Rumble, everybody that I watch, they have some level of value that they add every time they speak, and that's why your podcast is successful, is because people watch this and they leave like, okay, like they think in a different way. There's most of the content that people watch, and we don't need to name all of them now, but they don't have anything that they stand for, and that really clicked in my head. Like when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do after doing, like, I've been on YouTube for a long time.
Yeah, you worked with Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I was doing all this stuff, and it was just like, it was kind of just like entertainment, and then I figured like I want to do something that had a point. Yeah. And I was analyzing it, I was sitting down, I was seeing like most of these channels, like it's reactionary, it's talking about drama, but there is no point. If you look at the other podcasts and the people that are successful, they don't have any philosophy.
It's just mind-numbing.
They're just there. And then if you look at like the top banner of the channel, says like, we talk about stuff, literally. Yeah. And you ask like, what do you stand for? Nothing. Yeah. So if you watch anybody that doesn't have a clear philosophy, like you start off this podcast, we talk about finance, business, we talk about social media.
Subjects.
Like, before this podcast started, like, let's talk about real estate. You have a clear objective with this. There's information there's value that we can add to the viewer. Most people don't have anything. And that really flipped a switch in my head. Like, why am I going to sit here and watch somebody that is just talking? I'm wasting my time. You're wasting my time. There's just noise, just chatter, and I'm not going to leave with any energy. It's just going to drain me and make me stupid. So everybody watching this, do not give your energy away, because if it's free, you're the product. If you give your time away to celebrity drama, to blah, blah, back and forth, who's dating who's this, you're not going to be any better. So if time is a commodity, then you got to use it to your best interest. And you want to be entertained, of course, but there's got to be something that they add.
Our account was doing. So after I deleted it, after a few days, not a few days, it was like 2 weeks, I re-downloaded it, and I said, let me see how our podcast TikTok account is going. When I re-downloaded it, I didn't want to sign in because I didn't want to put I didn't even know my login details. I just signed as a guest. But the first few videos that it gives a new person who's watching would be those, like the mind-numbing ones.
To drag you in.
Yeah, either that, and also I think that's like
dancing videos, stuff like that, dude.
They will try their best to bring you into that niche, and also that's because they know that that's the majority want that anyways. So, but what I try to tell people as much as I can is like, okay, look, that, as you said, social media, it's gonna consume you. Our phones are gonna be around us. At least also, if you're gonna consume, try to produce, if not as much or more than how much you consume. So you're a producer, you're not just a consumer all the time.
Yeah.
Even if it's small things you can learn, like you go on you watch one of your videos, and then like any lesson you learn, make a video about it or upload it. At least that can help you in some way as well.
And here's the other thing people don't understand. Like in the United States, like people are consumers. This is why people are fat. This is why people are in debt. This is why people consume way more than they produce, and they're not necessarily in a good position economically, health-wise, etc. So the average American is broke, fat, and doesn't know what the hell is going on in life.
Nice.
The reason why is because I saw that there was a void in the market, right? So like guys wanted to get girls, and they thought, okay, well, what do I say? What do I do, etc. And then I was like, okay, we'll do this, blah, blah, blah. But then they don't have their stuff together. They're not in shape. They're fat. They stink. Their hygiene is bad. They don't dress appropriately where the clothes just fit, right? Yeah. I'm not saying you have to be dripped out or whatever, but at least have the clothes fit. True. Look presentable, be clean. Like, guys don't have these rudimentary basics in place. And this is why so many guys, like, get left on scene or don't get dates or whatever it may be. So that's when I kind of realized, like, oh, we have to teach you guys how to become more attractive
high
first.
value males.
Before you even like get the girls, because a lot of guys think like, I want to get girls, I want to get girls, but like people don't realize that if you don't make like at least hit a certain look threshold, girls aren't going to give you the time of day, regardless of what you say or how good your game is. You can't play the game unless you turn the game on.
You don't even get in the door.
You don't even get in the door. And in today's day and age, with social media, Instagram, etc., it's more competitive now than ever before.